Welcome back to IceTime.TV, and I'm joined in the Cardiff Devils locker room by Devils player coach Andrew Lord. And Andrew, we're here to introduce another new signing.
Yeah, glad to welcome Craig Moore. Played in Dundee the last 2 years, and we're very, very excited. I think it'll be a great addition and give us some awesome depth.
What caught your eye about Craig? Obviously, watching him play for Dundee, he's played as both a D-man and a forward, very responsible, has worn an A for Dundee as well, but still only 21, so just bags of potential?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Speed, very, very quick, aggressive skater. He plays an aggressive game. He still hasn't quite filled out. He's, not the biggest guy, but he works and he gets dirty in the corners, and his tenacity is something that really caught our eye. His character, through the roof. Some of the best phone calls I've had with a player, and at the age of 21, that says a lot. Like you said, he was an assistant captain last year. He was a captain for some of the U18 teams and over in Ogden when he played for 2 seasons there. And yeah, he can play forward and D, which is huge. The versatility will be great for us. And above all else, I think a guy that is just hungry to really challenge himself, come down and play for a team that's looking to go for trophies, and he's just willing to do whatever it takes, and he wants to get better and better, and we're all very, very excited.
It's still very early in the summer, I know, but any thoughts on how you might like to use Craig, whether it is keying as a forward, is keying as a D, and does Josh Batch come into consideration, then possibly him playing as a power forward as well?
Yeah, it's very up in the air right now, to be honest. Too early to tell. We still got room on the roster to fill out, but it's nice. It'll really depend on what comes our way in the signing period, and we'll have some tough decisions to make, but I think they'll all be good decisions. And he played 2 full years in Ogden as a forward. He likes both, pretty much the same. He feels comfortable playing both the same, and I think he's very effective at both. So, that's a very good problem to have. And I think he's just going to come in and he's going to really push some of our older guys. And he's also a vocal guy, which I think we need a little bit more of. And yeah, just very pumped up right now about it.
Does it impress you when someone like Craig does go over to North America and gets out of maybe the comfort zone of the UK to get experience? Obviously, he's a Scottish lad, came through the Kirkcaldy system, but pushed himself to go to North America and get that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think, the experience of going and playing in another country, I know even for myself, my first year when I went over to Germany, you grow as a person, as a player. You see another way of playing the game, thinking the game, and I think really above all else there, he learned what it took to be maybe not necessarily a pro, but an elite professional or elite hockey player, training every day in the gym, on the ice, and really applying himself day in and day out. And that's something we're gonna need from him here going forward, and I know we'll get that from him.
Your thoughts on the under-23 rule that's been brought in? Obviously, Craig is 21, so he fits into that category. As someone who's been in the British game now for a number of years, and obviously staying a little longer, in terms of that legacy, is this a good rule in your book to bring the Brits up and get them into elite league hockey?
Definitely mixed emotions. There are a lot of under-23 Brits, but there aren't all that many that are ready to play at this level. And that was a big reason why we identified Craig right away at the end of the season, because there just aren't many, and the majority of them are already signed. We wanted a guy that is ready to play at this level. I think there's a lot of guys that are on the cusp of that, maybe down the road, and I think it's good to see some of the teams, making affiliations and things like that. But at the same time, especially for our organization, we have 2 guys, Chris Jones, Luke Piggott, right now that are, I'll be honest, they're in a tough spot, and, we're going to see what we can do. But, for those 2 guys to see what they've done for our organization, they don't play a heck of a lot, but they come in and day out, and they're true professionals. To see them get put in a very difficult situation is very sad to see. At the same time, I understand development fully, and, in an ideal world, I'd like to see a second league linked directly. Each team is linked to one of our teams, and it's a real feeder system like you see in other leagues in Europe. Right now, it's seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. usually there's a team folding or a new team coming in each year, but the way it's been the last month here has been a little bit wild. But we'll see how it unfolds. And at the end of the day, as a coach, you got to do what's best for your team. And, I have my own livelihood to worry about as well. And right now I'm very focused on this organization. So bringing Craig Moore ticks a ton of boxes. And I think he's going to be a huge signing for us at the end of the season.
In terms of recruitment this summer, obviously we've spoke previously about the reputation the Devils are getting as a first-class organisation who treats their players well since Todd Kelman and the new ownership has come in. But being league champions, does that make recruitments easier again? Are there even more CVs, resumes coming across your desk?
Yeah, it's pretty wild right now, to be honest. Usually you get a lot, but you get a lot of stuff that is not quite good enough. We're getting a lot of things right now that are potentially good enough, and it's tricky this early in the off season to be thinking about jumping on a lot of different guys. But yeah, it's a good problem to have. I think also the CHL thing, as far as exposure and getting our name on the map and the league on the map is a big thing, and definitely got some interest for that for guys that are looking to move their careers onto maybe better leagues in Europe or to get back to better leagues in Europe. We're getting some interest through that as well.
Does the CHL shorten the summer for you? Is it a little bit more? I know you work hard anyway. 6:45 you were here this morning, but does the CHL preparation make that summer a little bit shorter?
A little bit, but at the same time, we brought the guys in early last year for a pretty good preseason there against the KHL, which was great for us. So it's pretty much the same timeline, but at the same time, you definitely need the guys to be more ready than a preseason with a lot of home games. We're going to be thrown right into the fire here. So yeah, we're moving things along. I'd say a couple weeks quicker, but it isn't overly drastic.
And just finally, Andrew, the last time we spoke was after the playoff final, and you said to me it was going to take a while for the whole season to sink in. It's been around about 5 weeks now. I know we've moved on. We're looking forward to the next year, but fond memories of what's just happened?
Yeah, amazing. Just incredible. I think the season goes so quick, and you're just going day by day. You get very little time to really appreciate what's going on and what we've accomplished here. And now that there's been a bit more downtime, and some times with the guys, a few drinks with the boys after the season, it was very, very special to look back. And that final game, it still stings. Out of nowhere, you'll just think of it, or someone will ask you something on the street, and yeah, it definitely fires you up. But all in all, what a season! Something I'll never forget, and just awesome.
Well, Andrew, it's good to be back, and as ever, thanks for joining us on IceTime TV.
Thanks.